we went to practice last night, the second practice. This was after the week of putting the open motor, Brodex head, spec head motor in the car, and it was a bit of a rush, and we were having an issue with fuel pressure. Motor was running fine, but I know it's like about 5 pounds, 5.5 pounds, and I know you can't race like that. It's generally 7 to 9 pounds, something like that, and so it's just an issue we're going to have to work through. It didn't get resolved when we were at the track last night, but we did get there, and it was a bit of a chaotic kind of night. So when we get there, and besides this week, we were overdoing the trailer too, so we had two things going on at once. So we get to the track, and I'm winching the car out, and the cable strap that I'm supposed to fix, all of a sudden it snapped, and the car goes rolling out of the trailer, and we almost crash into Fred's car, and luckily that didn't happen. So then after that, we warmed the motor up, and I go out on the track, and we're just cruising around under yellow, and I'm feeling a vibration in the rear end, and I'm thinking, that don't seem right. And they drop the green, and I step on the gas, and the tires light up, and I realize, okay, something's not right. So I come in, and well, what I had done is I'd forgotten to put the axle cap back on the left rear. When I'm in the shop, and if I'm pushing the car around or pushing the car wherever, I always take an axle cap out, so it's easier to do that. And I've always remembered to put it back before I go racing. Well, I was in such a rush yesterday, I forgot to do that, and our left side axle actually flew out of the rear end. And so now you're out there with one axle, and I don't know whether we were too embarrassed to go ask them if they found our axle or not, but we drove home, got one out of the other car, put it back in. By the time we got back, we got one session in, and it was decent. The car was good, but the track was so slick, it wasn't really, the motor wasn't under load, so you can't really tell if the fuel pressure problem is a problem or not. So we'll work through that. All that stuff eventually gets resolved. Today, we're going to get ourselves organized. Our new trailer has just got everything thrown in it. All I got is a couple shells done, tire rack done. We need to get more shell, and we need to get tools hung and all that, so we know where everything is. Right now, everything's just in bags. And then we just need to clean up the shop and get things a little more organized. And that's our plan for today. It doesn't look like we're racing tomorrow. The weather's not looking good. It's a possibility, but car's good. All we got to do is grind a few tires, gas it up, and we can go racing. So today we're going to get organized, and that's that.
Okay, so today's project, take all of these tools and put them on the wall so we can actually find things.
Shot at Fred riding around on his brand new 360-degree lawnmower. He's put it in the ditch twice already, so
maybe you'll do it again and we'll have some more fun with it. All right, Mara and I working on the trailer, getting wrenches and sockets, and we got a bench, workbench with a marker board. We got another marker board and a bench for lineups and snacks, and we got our shelving and our tire rack, and I'm just slowly getting stuff off the floor and up on the shelves. And I want to make up today. The project is for the guns and the batteries to make a nice box that everything just fits in nicely, and you sit batteries on and all that. So I want to get ourselves organized. We're rained out today, so racing next Friday, and so hopefully get the trailer all done and organized, so when you're at the racetrack, you know where everything is, and all you're doing is focus on racing. All right, have a good day. All right, well, I think we figured out our fuel pump problem is I bought a really cheap, crappy fuel pump that's supposed to produce up to 7 or 8 PSI, but it's only producing 5. If you go on Carter's website and you just simply read the reviews, you'll see that 50% or plus are saying that this thing won't produce 5 or 4 PSI, but that's what you get for being cheap. So what we'll do is we'll just go buy a Baker pump or any other type of pump that's producing, say, 15 pounds, and then we'll regulate it down. The issue in sportsman racing is that you're not allowed to regulate down. So then you end up buying a sportsman type pump where it's only 7 or 8 PSI, but it's kind of whether you get that or not, that's up to the pump, the quality of the pump. So, but with modified, you can regulate it. So you just get a higher pressure pump and do that. All right, have a good day.
Here, wait. So I just following up what Luke was saying. So like you got your 650 Holly, and you got your Holly fuel pressure regulator. By adjusting this nut with the Allen key, you can lower your pressure down to 7 PSI, or run it a little higher if you want. The sportsman guys are not allowed to run these, so that's why they have the economy pumps.
Yeah,
That's all.
for the sportsman guys, they can spend like $50,000 on their car, but a $200 regulator is a no-go. Have a good day.
Where it stops.